we go. All right. Hey guys. Welcome to this fun opportunity overview that Laura and I are putting together today. If you guys have gotten this far, then you're interested in what Laura and I are doing right now, right? So real quickly, before we get started, I just want to quickly introduce, I'm Melissa Hinault, previous PharmD, self-proclaimed corporate dropout. And this is my business partner, Laura, if you want to quickly introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, Laura Thompson, also a corporate dropout. I live outside of Boston and excited to be here.
Yes, absolutely. And I think something fun and unique about the two of us is I think we were both from Fortune 500s, right? Who took a run in network marketing in a previous business and have now gotten our feet wet and now see an incredible opportunity with a newer company. So today, what we're really going to present to you guys, we want to be short and sweet. I'm going to share with you a little bit about my story, why I chose Scout and Cellar, which is the clean crafted wine company we've chosen to partner with. And then Laura's going to really break down a little bit more about the company, some numbers, why you should be interested. Laura's been running with this for the last couple of months and she's been wildly successful. And I'm so excited to be joining her and doing this with her. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. So I was in corporate America, like Laura, about 6 or 7 years ago. I discovered network marketing. I built a network marketing business alongside my 9-to-5, and I was able to scale it to 6 figures. Guys, I was truly able to create that income producing asset that allowed me to break free from corporate America and not only run that business, but actually start up a whole nother coaching business. So creating that income producing asset over time created financial freedom to then go do and be other things and create even more businesses, right? And that business actually led me to coaching other network marketers across the globe to grow and scale their businesses in a professional manner, like Laura and I do. And it was with that I had this massive realization when coaching clients across the globe that there was a lot of incredible opportunity with this one particular company that was really taking off. I had a private client that I was coaching that was within Scout and Cellar. Her name is Kat Sontag. She is probably the tippity top income earner with the company right now. And what she was doing, the team she was growing, the culture was blowing my mind. And it was with that, I had to kind of check my ego at the door and take a look and really peel back the onion and learn the business model, learn the opportunity with the company. And that's where I realized, you know, within 7 years of growing this first business, just like Laura, it was serendipitous. I stumbled into it. I learned the opportunity. I learned the business model, but it was something I stumbled into. It wasn't something I was educated about actually taking a global perspective, right, Laura? At everything that was out there and the opportunity that was out there. And so when I saw the growth of this company, and Laura's going to be sharing with you guys in just a minute, some really insightful, incredible things about this company, I decided I had to lean in. I, 7 years in, realized there was a couple things I was looking for. If I was going to forego the 6-figure income producing asset I already had, the passive income I already had, if I was going to give that up for a new start, that it had to be the right timing, it had to be a novel product where there were little to few competitors, where there was future market growth potential and leadership and culture that could nurture this new team that I was going to bring in, I am bringing in to create abundant opportunity for them, not just me. And so for this reason, I've chosen to give up this 6-figure passive income with this other company and go from good to great so that I can lead a bigger and better, even more successful team. And with that, I want to turn it over to Laura because I know you have some thoughts about what you look for in the right opportunity with the right business. So I'll turn it over to you and you can give some thoughts.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. This is one of those times that I followed my gut, like Melissa was saying. I wasn't necessarily looking for this, but the more I learned, I just became more and more confident that I was finally in the right place at the right time. You know, I don't know about you, but I've looked back a million times in my life wishing I did things earlier. And this was just that time, right? And so that's where it started in my journey. And then like you, right, I started to learn and look more before I put myself professionally behind this company. And so, I think for me, one of the things that is always really important to me is the leadership of a company. So this company, Scout and Cellar, is run by a woman by the name of Sarah Shadnicks. And she's an amazing woman. Her background is that she's an attorney, which is really important in this company. And she has a really personal reason she started this. She also has a real passion for wine. She was studying to be a sommelier, but she had debilitating headaches from wine as this started. And she couldn't figure out why, no matter where in the price point, she had these headaches. And it wasn't until she traveled to Europe that she started to realize that this wasn't happening everywhere. It was happening when she was home. And so she started to scout the world, hence the name of the company, to find clean crafted wine. And it wasn't actually wine, it was what we do to our wine. So just real quick on the product, as Melissa said, it's unique. And what makes it unique is that there's no added sugar, right? There's no chemicals or synthetics, pesticides, so it's organic, and it's lab tested twice independently for these things. Okay. And so as we look as consumers, the trend clearly is to start paying attention to what we put in our bodies, but we somehow have this category of wine that just doesn't make it in that. And so it was exciting to me as someone who cares a lot about my health and wellness that the product was exciting. Okay. But that would have left me as being an amazing customer, because I would have been a customer.
Yes.
The reason I took it further professionally is because I saw the growth. So, Melissa said, we are in crazy high growth mode. So this company started in 2017. It did $20 million of sales in the first year. It doubled to 40 million the following year, 80 million the year after that. It's projected to do 160 million this year, with an ultimate goal of being $1 billion company.
Yes.
Right? And what's fun about that is that we're right at this point, what they call momentum growth. It's right at the bottom of this growth curve. And so the company's worked out some of those kinks. Yes, we've outgrown distribution centers and all those other things, which is exciting. Mm-hmm. And now it just felt to me like, this is it. I'm ready to be part of this at this point in its growth. So that was a huge, huge reason for me. And I know for you as well, Melissa. And
absolutely. And I was actually going to piggyback on that and say, I was an avid customer for a year. Having a PharmD, being really passionate in the fitness and wellness space, I really locked into the product consumption a year previous from my clients who I was coaching on how to build their business. I was like, wow, tell me more about this product. And when I made the switch and replaced the wines in my house and the wine club I was in with this company, I never went back. And I started to think, this is a brilliant business model, because number one, it's simple, it's easy, and like, who doesn't drink wine? And it's fun. I think about some of the challenges of some social selling businesses and what you have to coach to, and how people have to wait to see if it works, if they're gonna be in the business. And this is wine, right? Like, you don't have to wait to see it work, right? It's a simple redirected spend on something you were purchasing in your house anyway, but now you're locking arms with a company that's an absolute vertical momentum that can create a financial legacy for your family, which is that's so exciting to me. And being able to lead others, like other professionals like you and I, with such a polished professional company, and teach them a phenomenal way to build a secondary income stream.
I love that. It just weaves into life. And that was something, again, having spent time in another company, I wanted, these conversations are happening around us all the time because it's wine, right? For good, for bad, whatever. Your friends are always talking about it. So it just doesn't ever feel weird to have a conversation around this topic, because it's just naturally what's around us. So it's been so much fun.
Yes, absolutely. It has been. Well, and we promised this was going to be quick and easy, right? Some of you may be wondering, well, what do we do to get started? Like, what's the startup with this company? And I simply say, if you love wine, even if you don't love wine, but you've got people around you that do, right? It's so simple to just get started with a couple of bottles of wine. You're just redirecting a spend anyway. Give these clean crafted wines a chance, give them a whirl, and they'll blow your mind. You're going to love them, and you've opened up a business. It's so low risk. I think about a lot of entrepreneurs, because I'm in the entrepreneurial space now. I'm in another coaching business that the overhead is pricey, right? Like the things you have to do to keep the business operating is expensive. And one of the things I love about this business model is that for any of you towing on the edge of like wanting to do something different than being in your 9 to 5, it is so super low risk to get some wine, begin to learn the business model around your 9 to 5, like I did in my first run in network marketing, and begin to build this business in your time to create the income till it gets to a point that maybe you want to leave. Maybe you love your job. We've got people on our team who love their careers, but they love wine and they love the additional income stream, right? But it's that simple, so low risk. Anything you want to say to that, or any final remarks or anything you want to say, Laura, as we wrap up?
I mean, I think the expression of there's nothing more expensive than a missed opportunity. And I totally agree with you. If you listen to us talk and you just have this feeling in your gut or this voice in your head, just follow it. The risk is so minimal. You are not locked into having to do anything other than give yourself a chance to fall in love with this, like I have personally. So
Yes, absolutely. Well, so if you've come this far, you've watched this video and it's piquing your curiosity, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to have a quick 10-15 minute discovery call with you, see if it's the right fit for you, answer any additional questions you have. But with that, we'll wrap up. Thanks for taking a listen.
thanks, everyone.
Awesome.